Hello there, collective. I hope you're doing well. This is a nighttime reading. This is so you get comfortable. If you've never been to my channel before, my name is Kim. Welcome to my channel, 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. If you've never been here before, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Now then, oh my goodness gracious. They just want me to jump right in here. Hold on. Are you having an absolutely fabulous day? First things first. Yeah. 3 of Wands. These people are late to the party. These people, these toxic people, you're difficult people. Well, they've lost the fight. The Prince of Shadows. Yeah. Oh, this is tied to Hans Christian Andersen, but we'll talk about that in a minute. You being able to defend yourself quite well. This is the song. Again, it's a different layer of you defending yourself and taking care of yourself. This is you in your inner divine masculine energy, the Emperor. Oh, let me see here. This is the joy of the future. Which I can't show you that card because we're on YouTube. And then here's the Judgment card. Got it? So let's tap in. First of all, let's release the karma for the highest good of the entire collective. And for this morning's Tarot Enhanced channel message, we're tapping in. The shadow lost the fight with the Judgment card. That's the Judgment card. I can show you the Judgment. Oh, I can't. There's no light on that side. It's a Judgment card. So this is your karmic people, your bullies, your difficult, what'd you say, your toxics, your grumble dukes. Well, they're stuck on the struggle bus. Yes, we're doing a nighttime reading. Kalukale, my beamish boys and girls. It's story time. Now you get to come in here. You come in here, we have fun. You get to get off the struggle bus with these these fools. So it's story time. It's story time. And this is the Judgment card that karmic was expected. Then spiritual court. Some of them are actually in real. Some of you are in a real court situation or been sucked into one because they're despicable. You're difficult people. Is there a spiritual court or in the 3D, the 3D? Like for real. Well, they're expected to meet a criteria either way, either by the laws of the universe or by the laws of man, or both, actually. Thank you, Holy Spirit. But they defiantly keep showing troubling and bizarre behaviors. And it's like they're proud of being so very stuck on stupidity. And the whole wide world can see that you, it's becoming very clear, that you must put up with the same sorts of strange conduct. The stinkers resonate as being unstable or unhinged. I'm not a doctor. I read energy using the tarot cards, the oracles, and the Bible in order for us to tap into the angelic realm, the fairy realm. And we use the tarot and the oracles together, and we blend it up real nice, and we have a fine time. Well, they're also going around the bend, and they are not sure if they can control themselves. They're not sure what they're going to do. They don't know what to do. So the universe is stepping up. Hold on now. You get over here. Oh, there's some beautiful energy up here for you today. How are you doing? Are you having a splendiferous day? I know. That's why I want you all to come in here. You have to turn. There's just too much going on out there. You have to you have to seek out content. This is a safe place. This is a safe place for you to be. Okay, this is a safe place for you to be, so that you spend a tiny bit of sliver of time here with me when you're not having to deal with. You have a place to belong here, especially if you're worried about bullying for yourself or on any level. Could be a family member, could be a roommate, could be co-workers, people you work with, in your organizations and church jobs and the PTA and stuff. Do we still have a PTA? That's what I mean. We need to find little ways to disconnect with with everything that's going on out there. Just to change the energies, to take a break from it, because they're just trying to. It seems as if they're trying to scare the Jesus out of everybody, and it's like, no, we're not falling for it. See, what is that saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me for falling for it. They've scared us before. With that, it's a bother. What we do is I'm trying to connect with you guys. I really want to engage with you guys on this channel, that we work together, building it up from the scratch, up from the ground and building it up. It's kind of like raising a barn. A special clubhouse where we repel the negativity. That's all I'm saying. Turn off all of the negativity and the out there. You come in here and you spend time with me. I love you for doing this. You have no idea. You make me so damn happy. You have no idea. I know. Well, maybe you have a loved one. On my channel, you'll find maybe it's not you, but oftentimes when I go on about something, it resonates for someone in your energy. Someone that you care about's going through exactly what. Share my videos. They need to know that they're not alone. And if it's you, you need to know that you're not alone. You can come here every single day. I'm going to be here. Everybody's welcome. Welcome. Everyone is welcome. I want to engage with like-minded people who are going through this themselves. They need to get away from all of the toxicity and negativity. It's just it's always been there. It's not like I discovered something new. But a lot of people are going through all kinds of stuff right now. It's just, it's a bit much. So I invite you, you have a place to come here. I'm going as best I can, but share my playlist. Hit the thumbs up, comment on the playlist. Go in there and see I've got more than 50, the big 50. I have more than 50 videos. Check out my playlist. Every video is timeless, no matter when you or a loved one. Click on and view the entire video and enjoy it. Share my videos. You could be worried for a loved one who's just dating, or perhaps they are actually newlyweds. They just married someone and the blush has already come off that rose. Well, share my videos and they'll be able to see quite clearly that it's not them. They come here, they at least, they have a, or they don't have, they can kick that person out of, because that person's living rent-free in your loved one's head, even when they're away from them. They always have to go back to it. They're always afraid to have to go back to it. And then there's the walking on the flipping eggshells. There's no reason for that either. You do not have to walk on eggshells. Especially if you go get a licensed therapist to help you. Then you got someone that's got authority on your team. Because it's not easy to process narcissism. Or if you actually are dealing with, you're the victim of narcissistic emotional abuse from some form of bully, if they're diagnosed or not for anything in the DSM-5. Oh, that's another joke that the algorithm won't be able to understand. But sometimes it's nice to have a place to go and somebody to vent to. And what we do in the comments is, when you leave a comment, you are sharing with someone who's just landing here and they don't know what the hell's, what to do, to think, to become, and then they see that, well, at least on Ani Grey Rock, they're able to see, we had some that we couldn't go no contact. We couldn't leave yet. And we were still in the fray of it. And out, I know, to God's glory. He sent in the first 11 subscribers had all been able to go no contact. And they shared what was done to them, and that was very helpful. And they shared how they were able to go no contact. So see, when you leave comments here, you're helping other people that are dealing, or your children. I had a lot of my membership was children. Yes, my subscribers were children, because we were doing the Bible. Well, now then, Holy Spirit, what does the divine need to share with the collective? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Well, that vibration, that's a blessing about making progress. You are progressing. Well, good. Oh, this vibration, what crosses that in a step forward. You step forward, you go diagonally, you go serpentine, and then you pick off a goal that leads to everything's related and connected. That leads you to being able to sew something up over here or expand over there, to put something on hold for a little while until you can get to it, but before a certain deadline. So you're very organized. So you trust your intuition is what crosses you, for good or bad. You trust your intuition. It's the basis of this blessing that you are claiming right now. Your angels and ancestors are with you and helping you. You made room to grow it. Every day we claim our blessings here. They're all lined up for us to claim, and on this channel we claim our blessings of abundance. And we enjoy it. It's what we do. We are Earth Angels. Over the next 2 weeks in front of them, thank you, Holy Spirit. To refresh, they said the word refresh. To reconstitute, to refresh, to restructure, to repurpose. Your angels and ancestors are supporting you through your undertakings, big or small. Acts of love and acts of healing, and you are completely courageous in these acts and what's definitely in the future. Road opener vibration. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That fresh start, that new start, that motivates you on more than one level. You continue on your path, and it's like, I don't know if you guys said, we used to call it dovetailing. Well, spiritually that would fit. Multitask to multitask. What's in the place of their hopes and their fears. Thank you. Oh, there's no fear. You continue to be open and honest in all of your communications. It's not that you don't, but that's your signature. Everyone knows that your word is golden, that what you say you mean. And if you said it, you mean it, and then you're going to take action. They don't have to worry because you're that dependable. Again, that could be at work, that could be in your own business or your own personal business, family affairs, romantic affairs. You're on. You're golden. What did you say? Apparently some of you embark on a love journey. Now that can be inward, but I don't think so. I think it's romantic. Well, and what did those around collective think of collective? These are the people that adore you, not your stinkers. Not your difficult ones. You do not care what anyone thinks actually, but there are those that you do adore and they're very fond of you. Oh my goodness, they see you exude self-confidence. They see that you're taking very careful, paying detailed attention, not just to pampering yourself, a pedicure or something. No. You're eating real food. You're making sure that you're exercising, that you're keeping the energies in your system moving so they don't, stagnate. Your chi doesn't stagnate. Your heart's desire. What? Love and healings, and some embark on a love journey. Well, you're nudged. This is for a new opportunity. You're being guided. These are your angels and ancestors. You're reminded to move forward so that you don't dawdle. Don't dawdle. Don't you do it. Don't you dilly-dally. And what's the outcome? No need to dilly-dally. No more delays. Real or manufactured. You know, other people messing with you. Oh, I'm getting chills up my little spine. Woo! Powerful message from the universe. You have all the power now. Spiritual growth. A ton of it. Every time you're facing adversity, you level up. They don't know what to do. And they go crash and burn because every time they're going after you and doing stuff to you, you stay balanced, grounded, and centered. You're not allowing whatever they're doing to you. You are not allowing it to affect you because you've healed yourself to that point. That they have to keep doubling down harder and harder to go after you until they wear themselves out. At least that's how I do it. That's my opinion. That's why I have this channel, to share those opinions in the hopes that if I can help one person or 2,000 persons, well then, well done. That's my calling. You embrace that growth, that energy. I keep feeling that there's something it's coming specifically for each one of you that has a soul. You're not a narcissist, you're an empath. Some of you are super empath. You know what's this one? Genesis? Okay, this one's Genesis 39. What? Oh, hold on. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. He says it'll be germane. We haven't even really started, but who am I to ask or wonder why? I'm an earth angel. I do what I'm told. While I'm tapping into the angelic realm, we've already got the fairies up and a humming over here. They're having a time. They're having a ball over here. I'm telling you, the energy. Thank you for letting me read for you and do all this stuff. You make me so damn happy. You make me so damn happy. You have no idea. I'm so happy you spend time with me. No, it's not over there. Over here. Right. Okay. What is this? City of Longview Water Department. From 1960. That's my grandmother's Bible. What's this one? Zephaniah chapter 2? 15. This is the rejoicing city. That's the energy, rejoicing, that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, the city's heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down, and everyone that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Oh, okay, this is, again, these are the difficult people being publicly getting, they're getting divine retribution. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. That's a narcissist, a feminine narcissist. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh, sir, this could be your Jezebel. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Sir, my divine masculine, this is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation? Well, when she's the Pop-Tart of the flavor of the month, in her, what would it be? And yes, what were we calling it, sir, yesterday? We said on my channel we're going to have a word for, well, yesterday we talked about Hawthorne and the Scarlet Letter in yesterday's video. And today we're going to talk about Hans Christian Andersen. I kid you not. Yeah, like in the Little Mermaid was his. That witch that was Ursula. That sea octopus thing that took her voice to give her, the Little Mermaid. This is the energy that's from this verse. That's her character. That describes how the feminine ones are, your difficult people that are really toxic. But you, sir, that's your Jezebel. That's your Jezebel, sir. A place for beasts to lie down. Well, she's a beast, I know that. And everyone that passeth by her shall hiss. Boo, hiss for your Jezebel, sir. Well, they're wanting you to use your discernment with her then. Okay, now. You, sir, my divine masculine, as a divine chosen one. Well, all of us in the soul family. Oh, they're coming, don't you worry. You come on in here and you make yourself comfortable. Just come hither. It's like, it's a pajama party where we do each other's nails or hair or I wouldn't do it though. And like they used to pierce their ears. My older sister's generation, there was something wrong with them. They did spend the night, and then they would all get grounded for piercing their ears. Well, we as a collective, we maintain superior qualities of being able to keep the divine secrets because we strive to be God's confidential servants and His divine and Jesus and the Virgin Mary. Everybody that's up there, right? St. Michael, right? Everybody. Raphael, Gabriel, everyone. So now for my divine masculine, my divine feminine, for this channeled message in the collective now. We're all going to be blessed with astonishing prosperity for all. I know it looks like wackadoo out there. I keep telling you, come in here. Just get out of the... It's like a emotional roller coaster ride out there. Like no. Come in the fun house with me where we look at ourselves in the wonky mirrors. See what I did there? 5 mirror tarot. We come in here and we reflect. We come in here and we go inward so that we are fortified enough to go out there and be able to focus and function out there in that wackadoo Listen, right through the looking glass, isn't it, Alice in Wonderland? That's another book. We'll get to Hans Christian Andersen in a minute, though. But I like to pull in, I did this on Ani Greyrock too. I'll do movies, songs, videos, and books, literature that have narcissism in it. I told you it's been here forever. It's in the Bible. Doesn't say the word narcissism, but it sure talks about the whole dang Bible pretty much. Different levels and degrees of dysfunctional narcissism, especially the parts about Nero. They really wanted Jesus to come back and get Nero, but it was too soon and it wasn't God's plan, was it? Or he would have turned right back around and no. The church had to evolve. Religion, all cultures have to evolve. All of them. And in a weird way, we're evolving. We are trending finally more towards that 5D consciousness, people. Finally. It took for it to be this far up the kabuki with in Wonderland there, Alice. Go tell Alice. We would like off the roller coaster ride. So you come in here to my channel, or you go my channel and other content that doesn't stress you out. You quit watching. Don't you watch those videos? Not even for a couple of minutes, it starts lowering your vibration. So quit it. You come in here. I work all pretty hard to help you raise your vibration. Don't you go out there and wreck it. But for my Divine Masculine, again, what is it, 139.1? Thank you, Holy Spirit. I know, I'm trying. It's like, thou art not being honest with thyself, Kim. Thank you, voice of God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now, Joseph. Yes, everyone's up there. Jesus, Joseph, Mary, God, Raphael, everyone, they're all up there now, right? Now, Joseph had been taken down to Egypt. Joseph and an Egyptian. Oh, this could be the different Joseph that his rat-fink narcissistic brothers sold him as a slave. Is it the Joseph of that show about the coats, his magnificent coat of colors? Oh, yeah. The Lord with Joseph so that he prospered and thrived, and he lived in the house of his Egyptian master. Oh, I know what this one is. So, Joseph is just a servant. Forget what I just said a minute ago. Unless it gives you food for thought. Okay? Thank you, Holy Spirit. He just said, nice try, Kim. I love you, Holy Spirit. Oh, this wife of his master. Watch yesterday's show where I tell you that from now on when we're talking about stuff like this, I will be using an old fangled term called cupidity. You know, like Cupid, Cupid's arrow, Cupid. Cupid, son of Aphrodite, right? Right? Oh my goodness. The wife of his master was flirting with her servant Joseph with an ideology that's tied to cupidity. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She wanted to have... I can't believe I'm in my Harry Potters and I have to say this. Have one heck of an impure thought. And some form of relationship with a servant named Joseph, with a slave. I guess this is in the Bible. It's in Genesis. You know, the one where everyone's begatting all over the town. She was bold about it. She's like, come over here and with me. And he's like, I'm not doing it. I'm a slave and you're the master's wife. And no, I'm not doing it. She was bold about it. So we're on YouTube, the moral lesson. He is the perfect, in the Bible, example of the perfect ideal divine masculine. Well, of course, Jesus is the winner of them all, but Joseph here, he decided that he could just stay with the divine and he would be fine. I'll stay. I'm Joseph. I'm just a servant. He would string that servant up by his ghoulies if he agreed to doing this. His dingly danglies would be, well, that's a different story time. Bedtime story. You're funny, Holy Spirit. He intuitively felt, he's like, Kimmy. Oh, please forgive me. I'll forgive myself first. He intuitively felt that he needed to literally keep her at bay. That was a wise move, to be able to resist her milkshake. I wasn't expecting that. He did what was right. Until verse 7, when the stag male makes its point. He was tempted, though. So we start with 1. That would be about 39:7. Chapter, whatever. What is it? Yeah, 39. No, that's 1 through 4. Well, this is 7. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Then the Lord was with Joseph. I'm doing it. God does not bless you so that you can be happy and have success. That is a perk. He wants you to be happy in much more substantial areas of your life. God blesses a divine chosen one. Right now, we just did the living word divination part. So this is our white light meditation we do every single day so that we can heap glory upon God. For the white light meditation that our service is doing right now means that we get to give him glory. I know it's a late night reading, but by the time I get done, it will be early morning, Matt. It will be. So we do this as a soul tribe, and then we get to go bless others. We claim our blessings of abundance, and then we go on and we spread out blessings of abundance with our prayers while we are here right now. We are actually spreading blessings of abundance during this white light portion of the meditation to every man, woman, and child on this earth, if they know about my channel or not. It's what we do, and we're happy to do this work. It's to God's glory. And this tarot reading, it's to God's glory, all of it. Well, God is blessing you like he did Joseph, and you still remain a servant of God, spirit, or whatever it is that you adhere to. We don't do spiritual arrogance here. What does the divine wish to share? Anything else? Protecting your love is admirable. Healing love, welcoming love in. Intense passion yields more love. Even so, healing brings peace between lovers. Both bodies share the same philosophy. And what crosses that for good or bad? That's a soul flame, soul mate, twin flame. Or just two people that are going to give it a shot. You're not anything at all, but you're going for it. And what crosses it? You actually attract in healthy love through your self-love practices on all levels. And the blessings you receive, you're able to share with others. You're sharing your blessings, you're not hoarding them. And I keep smelling gardenia. One of my gifts is that I can really, when I smell roses, I know I'm in the presence of my angels. And sometimes when it's really strong, it's the Lady of Guadalupe, a Virgin Mother. I'm in New Mexico. It's heavenly. Also, when you smell these heavenly perfumes, just get a whiff of it. That means your angels are around. They're attracted in. They're trying to get your attention. What's that wonderful smell? It smells like roses. They're around you saying they protect and care for you and telling you to care for yourself. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep eating right. Keep getting rest. Hydrate. Do your spiritual hygiene. Praying, fasting, meditating, spiritual, whatever you construe as doing a spiritual cleansing. Spiritually, you excel. All abilities, all levels of your caring, healing powers, you are sharing light. I love you guys. Definitely in the future. You say what you mean and you mean what you say without being mean-spirited. And now you also love the protection of love through your self-healing, self-love practices. And you share that with your loved ones. Now then, some of you are dealing with court. That's what the shadow, that's your difficult people. Lost a fight with a judgment. To me, I feel that resonates, not for all of you now. All of you, you keep the parts that resonate for you and let the rest of it go. Sometimes you'll be surprised. You're here worried about someone else. And then a blessing, because we just did a bunch of blessings, and you actually feel that you've taken on a blessing. You start feeling your energy being elevated. Yeah, welcome. That's why I want you to come in here. Doesn't it feel good? It will make you feel good to break away from that noise, the negativity. So some of them didn't know that sending gifts would violate like a court order or nothing. That's nonsense. Because they aren't being provocative, like not threatening you or the children this time. They appearing to play nice. Or they show an alleged sweet side. It's for show. No allegations lately for being provocative or aggressive, but it's like it's on the edge. You've seen this before. They want a medal for staying away this time. Some stay away because of a legal no contact order or a restraining order. Depends on what you have in your county. And this comic is a lesson. This is karmic, doubling down. Everything they do, they're just doubling down. Some here have kids with a toxic, and they selfishly, defiantly are violating orders. Now, some of this is they're in spiritual court, and they're being defiant in court. Oh, yeah, like they're going to outsmart the universe and God and everybody. Yeah. They can't even function down here on the earth. How are they going to possibly pull this off in spiritual court? And like I said, some of these, it's going to be trickle down into the 3-dimension, and they're going to do both spiritual and actual court. Others, they're still violating universal laws with multiple breaches on all levels. And that's a sad way to toxically go through life, narcissist. Going to court proceedings are hard to endure. God remains absent and silent. In this bedtime story, boys and girls, for this nighttime reading. But wait. In the end, it proves how God, as a God, He's one of steadfast love. And of mercy and of grace. And part of human suffering that is horrific is if a human is unheard, forgotten, nameless, or tossed aside as worthless by a toxic person who doesn't do life very well. So who do they think they are? Lamentations is a wake-up call. Remember, realities, not just the suffering. Realities are endured by real live people like ourselves, collective, who bear witness and pay heed to their inner voice and the public voice in equal measure. Okay, it's like 400 degrees in here though. I'm going to try this. I hope it's not too. I hope that's not going to. I'll try and do this. Some shadows, where they go. I'm sorry. There's that Princess Shadows. Just the Prince of Shadows card. Now then, I showed you this at the beginning. This card, I feel, is saying that these difficult people, like in this, if it's in a real courtroom now, they would categorically insist that witnesses in court, like family court or something, right? Is that what you're showing me? family court, or maybe divorce court. Again, this is past, present, or future. It could have already happened. It's gonna happen. You switch those energies around. It'll help it to resonate. Well, and then they said something completely different to someone, so that they said something completely different to that witness, so that they were blameless, so they were blame twisted on witnesses. The universe itself is exposing the real world terms. They were a potential danger. If there was a no contact order, it wasn't adhered to. Now, or other things would be, I guess they're supposed to give you child support or something, and they didn't. So you had to go back to negotiate, to mediate. Lied to divorce court about mistreatment of the children. Did not comply or show up. Yeah. It was awkward for the children on the days that were supposed to be supervised visits, with the minors' shared custody obligations. And that harmed the kids for not showing up. This card is tied to a story from Hans Christian Andersen. It's called The Shadow. About 1847, he wrote it in a sketchbook. A learned man's shadow becomes self-aware, takes on a life of its own. The shadow gains insight into the dark side of human behavior, then returns to the man to enslave him, emotionally blackmail him, to control him. Fearful of being discovered, after it did that, the shadow made sure that its host was unalived. Now I know something about Hans Christian Andersen's got a little dark streak in his fairy tales, doesn't he? Well, that's what the Prince of Shadows means in this card. Next one is the song. I don't know why they're pulling on that. It's my fringe. What about the song? Big fairy, little fairy, untouched sacred lands that belong to the fairy folk. Leave important fairy sites alone or untouched for fear of the fairy's wrath. You're being warned. Like I said, use your discernment, and if you can just, stay away from them, it would be advised just to stay out of their company until this little fit of pique, I'm not a doctor, passes. They were ordered to meet the criteria. That was the conditions. They didn't meet it. So you're being protected by the wee folk, by the fairies. You're being protected by their energy. Element of air, but they keep defiantly showing some troubling, very bizarre behaviors. And it's like they're really proud to be stuck on stupidity. The whole wide world can surmise. You lived with the same kind of strange conduct. The judge can see that. They have to go by the evidence, but they can see clearly from what you've already said and presented that this is exactly the energy that you've been dealing with. Obsession, delulu, dippity-loo. Karma steps in to de-escalate. Their escalation, toxic, codependent vibe that's trying to shove it down everybody's throats. On that pity pot, feeling sorry for themselves, wanting people to give them support. Why? Why? They're unstable, of course. They aren't even sure Again, if they can control themselves. And the people in the court are afraid that they're just going to pop off in court. You know, in court, just like yesterday's video, be flinging their toxic little bodies about at people, creating mayhem, disruptions, chaos, drama, psychodrama. Like, do take a deep breath. The Joy of the Future card. I will have to cover them up like this. Joy of the Future card. Based on that tomfoolery, the universe created an energy shift. They can feel the karmic storm hit your person, and karma are in a scuffle. So they got in a wrestling match with the Judgment card. That's the first one I showed you. While seated on the karmic's own struggle bus, getting too much God's wrath and they don't like it. For months they have escalated their bad intentions and ginned it up and built it to a crescendo. Some have had other dealings with the law or are in court for other reasons too, not just with you. And some were arrested for DUI, DWI, or others for some kind of substance abuse. And some of you, this toxic, they just got out of jail, a real jail. For some of you, not all of you, just some of you. Gravity works on my channel. Ew, what is it? The Empress? Ten of Cups. Reversed. Yeah, that's them. Knight of Cups. Reversed. That's the toys in the attic. Crazy. Finally gone fishing. Ten of Cups, they just going in their own life, just kicking those cups over, their own cups. Then we've got, this is raising your standards. And Seven of Pentacles. Hold on. They're messing with me. No, I know. It's going to be the last place. It's in the beginning, isn't it? Where is it? They're playing with me. No. Is it in the beginning? Of course it is. No, not that one. No, not that one. No. No, it's not that one. The fairies are messing with me. You didn't write it down, Kim. That's why you... I know it's there, but it's not. Let's see. I have to cover up her... I love my little fairies, thank you. This is the Empress. This is you, and the most divine feminine as you can possibly be, and I don't care. I don't give a rat's patootie what your gender is. You switch those energies around. You know the drill. Here, I can cover it that way. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This is them just kicking over one cup after the next cup in their own life, doing it to themselves. toys in the attic. He is crazy. Or she. I'm not a doctor. I'm reading energy that Holy Spirit is feeding to me right now as I speak. Raising your standards. Look at you. Blue, that's a spiritual color. Transformation, look at those wings. Look at how you stand in. Look at that, how you carry yourself. You planted seeds, you made sure that you watered it just right, you tended to the soil, you had nutrients in the soil. So this is your yield, this is you finally got a bumper crop of blessings that you can grow, that you're growing your blessings to fruition. Are you going to do it to me again? I don't mind. What's this one going to be? The Fool reversed, the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, Believe. Oh, I know. You didn't write that one down either. We know you didn't. So see, they're reminding me. They are right here showing off on my channel. 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. How many angels and fairies can you fit on the head of a pin? And the Unalive card. Believe in the change. Yeah, that's it then. They're going to have to come back next lifetime. They haven't learned diddly squat. And it's really sad for you to care for some of these people in your family or friends. But you know they're going to have to come back and do it all over again. Yes. They refuse to do the work. Here you are, look at you do the work. Past life, this life. Some of you being on your path for a twin flame union. Taking a different way of doing things, and it's working because you have total belief in yourself. Look at you radiating. I don't think you understand the power that you have. Can you see how beautiful you are? And here's the welcome. You believe in these changes. All right, now what's this one? 10 of Wands reversed. You're successfully walking away from 3 of Pentacles. You got get ready, set, go, visualization, and the Lover's card. This is what you left behind and let go of. You did all the work you needed to do. You did it. You look at that light from the divine is applauding you, shining that, beaming that down on you. You've got the go ahead. You're going to be victorious. Visualize it. See that you're going to win over these bullies. That's your commitment to yourself, loving yourself. Self-love practices. Nine of Swords. 7 of Swords. They're both reversed. Ooh, the Devil card. Kick up your heels. And the 5 of Swords. Yeah, they're wrestling with the Judgment card. They are not winning in either court. spiritual or otherwise. Because they did breach universal law and the laws of man. That's a fact. And now they have to look at it. They have to look at it. You can't deny it. And you going off. Kick up your heels. You're winning. Look at you smiling. They're lamenting into the sunset. You're stealing the weapons that they used against you to defeat you. Those two swords are pointing up to the divine. That's all. Your spirit team's helping you pull this off. One more. You're funny. What? 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. The D word rebirth card. Saying Padre Pio, healing. And Temperance. That's in Sagittarius. Everything in alignment is your happy ending, your outcome. 9 of Pentacles. They are not pre-emperor or pre-empress. They are in the shit is what they're in. Everything's getting away from them. They can't excuse any of it. They've been caught. Dead to rights. You're going through closing this cycle down. You get a rebirth. They're stuck. That's what they are. You're healing yourself forward all levels of your life without them. How can you do it? Look at this. I think that's beautiful. Look at that beautiful energy. Temperance card, everything in alignment for you. Look at that light. Look at that beautiful light on that crown of that man's head. Wearing red, that's root chakra. And having his crown covered is to protect you. So some of you might need to protect your crown from tacky people trying to get at you that way. It's 3 of Wands. Your ship's coming in. The sun really coming in bright. Ooh, the Hierophant. New location. And the sun. Woo! 2 suns in a row. 2 suns. Your ships are coming in. Woo-hoo. Surf's up. Hang 10. Brighter days ahead for you. Look at that. This is that honeymoon period that we're hitting. Yeah, that we're hitting for the Lionsgate portals. What this is. The Hierophant. New location, that means for some of you ascending or spiritually ascending. Look at that. From blue to violet, that's leveling up. And the sun card again. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Cups reversed. They're not celebrating. They're in purgatory. Page of Wands reversed. Them trying to stop you, but environmental and awareness. You could feel what they were getting ready to do, and you're able to head it off at the pass. You've always been spiritual since you were a child. They are not celebrating. They didn't get to go through the Lionsgate portal. It spit them back out on this side. You're just being aware of what's going on around you. And you're fierce in speaking your truth and sticking up for yourself. Good for you. The Judgment card. They're under judgment. Then Spiritual Court. Temperance card again. We just had that a second ago. They're not spiritually protected. 7 of Wands. Everything they did to you is coming back on them. And look, they kept doing it to you over and over and over and over and over again. Like magic, dark magic, or intentions at the very least. Some people don't have to burn a candle or hire someone. They just speak this stuff bad starts happening to people. Well, they're getting it. You taking your inner power and doing what you need to do with it by looking at what needs to change and changing your life the way that you need your life to be for you, and then you let other people fit in. They're on their own, unless they're a dependent, like a pet or your children or something. Yeah, the magician, you're manifesting like you wouldn't believe right now. Yep, this is the high priestess reverse. Somebody hired a practitioner to do things to you. Or two, here's a high priest in a way, or a high priestess that pulled in a male to assist her. She couldn't do it on her own. Making new friends. It didn't work. They're watching you go looking to see if this is working on you. They're watching you just glow up. Wheel of Fortune. Well, the things that we did to collective didn't work. Yeah. The Hierophant. That would be why you're protected. This is God's wrath. You're being shown a kindness. King of Pentacles reversed. They cannot keep it together. Like I said, they're afraid they're just going to snap in court and just go off, and they know that if they do that, they're going to lose. But it's almost like they don't care, as long as they get to snap and rage. And the Lover's card. This is your commitment to yourself and your own skin, and then you will carry that to the outside world. Then we've got Iris of the Rainbow. You're going to do it to me again. Guardian Angel. Angels and ancestors promise for the future hope. An element of mind and the element of emotion. It sits in this fairy's hand. But you can't see her here. We'll put a tube top on her. Iridescent light peels off of you. You are a bright light. When you walk into a dismal situation, things get better. You bring hope to darkened hearts. That's because you're so good, collective. You're good. Sign from above. Guardian Angel. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Master Maker. Master Maker. Miracle Healing. No, that's a different word. No job is too small to do beautifully. And the Ace of Wands reversed is, again, they do not have a spiritual court. They don't have spiritual protection there. They don't have it here in the 3D either. They could be clumsy or become accident prone, or just a run of bad luck after bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. We're going to settle for that one. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Moving forward fearlessly. Okay, we're going to try. No joy in the future. No, you're messing with me. Narcissists betray themselves as the only ones suffering under the weight of being a victim of narcissistic emotional abuse, not you, collective. Mine likes to say that I tear him to shreds. Says that I'm always attacking him. when I say all the time, every time that we've ever talked, how he never does anything right. He's daft. I have never criticized him. I don't criticize anybody. But he says I tear him to shreds all the time for 39 years in a row. Every time I open my mouth, I credited it. No, that's not me. That's him. He's describing himself. The cognitive dissonance, the gaslight much. I have never said that in 39 years. And if you criticize a narcissist, they will attack you. Duh. So I never criticize him. What the flick is he talking about? And so you, the Singers of Intuition, and the Ace of Cups, you're just moving forward fearlessly. The Singers of Intuition, you're following what your intuition is guiding you through your higher self, that's the Ace of Cups, to you filling your cup to overflowing. Peace of mind and honesty, not being honest with yourself. I do eat right. I do drink water. I do all my... They're saying, no, you don't. You need to reprioritize peace of mind, peaceful mind. Not being honest with yourself. If something is upsetting you, don't stuff it down. Miracle healing. Because that being provocative. And here's the Knight of Money. There's your blessings being claimed. I know. Standing your ground and staying grounded. Rising above problems. The Queen of Hearth and Home. And the Knave of Money. This is a message of love, even if it's self-love. The Queen of Hearth and Home is your home being safe. Your hearth is actually your heart space too, not just where you bake biscuits. And you're standing your ground by staying grounded, balanced, so that you can rise above all of your problems. I know there's no light on that side. So you can rise above all of your problems. So, well, now, that was sure fun. I told you that this is a fun little reading here. I love the energy. Thank you so much for coming here and spending time with me, collected. So, I want you to... I can't wait till we do this the next time, though. The next reading, we get to do another one. I can't wait till I can come back here and spend time with you. And again, you make me so damn happy. Thank you for everything you do, for just being here and spending your time, your valuable time with me. So you go out there and you have a really great day.